Okay, let's start with our warm-up this morning. We're going to do 3 sets of 4 exercises in the first 2 blocks, and then the middle block we're going to do 2 sets of 3. So we're going to start with our weights. I've got some dumbbells and I've got a kettlebell, and that's simply because it's nicer to hold for one or 2 exercises. Dumbbells are fine, nice and light weights. We're focusing on muscular endurance. So high repetition and a fairly low weight. It's classed as kind of cardiovascular. A lot of it is body weight, but there are some weights. So we're going to start off with 4 exercises using the weights, then we're going to go into a kind of higher impact set in the middle, which is shorter, and then we're going to focus on core and glutes this morning and back. Okay, so let's start with our warm-up. Nice big shoulder rolls, just warming up the upper body to start with, and then we'll move down into the legs, just heating up the muscle, slightly elevating the heart rate. Good, nice big circles. Good, into your side bends, all the way down, just working down the spine. Good, into your twists, all the way down. So warm-up doesn't need it to be anything spectacular. As you'll notice, we do the same thing most weeks. Just keep it simple. Work all muscle groups that you're using in the main set. Down and up into squats, so not too deep. Hips slightly higher than parallel to the floor. As you're progressing through the squats, just deepen that a little bit more. Squeezing the glutes at the top. Good, let's open up the hips. So nice big circles in the hips. 3 on one side, 3 in the other. Good, big rolls. Good, let's do some butt kicks. Waking up the hamstrings. Good, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go into plank walkouts, just waking up the upper body. So just nice big stretch at the top. Stretch the hamstrings down onto the mat, parallel to the floor, and then push up. Good, little stretch at the top before you go back down. Good. Excellent. One more, all the way down. This time stay down, drop to the knees or stay on your toes, into press ups. Couple press ups at the bottom. Good. Push up into high plank. From there, push back into downward dog. Good, just rock the feet, drop the heels, wake up the calves. Good, back into plank and push back up to the floor. Good, let's do that once more. All the way down to the ground. Good, either in plank or drop to the knees. 3 press ups at the bottom. Nice and easy. Good, drop down into downward dog. And then just drop heel at a time, just walk these heels. Little dynamic stretch in the calf. Good. Back into plank and push back up. Okay, grab a weight. We're going to do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds recovery this morning in our circuits. Good, so we're starting with 1 weight. So grab your heaviest weight. If you don't have a heavy weight, then what we could just do is opt for 2. Okay. 1's fine. I'm going to use my kettlebell just for ease of holding. We're going to do squat and upright row. So squatting down to the floor, pull up, squeeze the glutes, lock the core, lift it under the chin and back down. Good, so dropping the hips to the floor, keep the chest nice and high, all the way down, squeeze and pull. Good. Lock, pull up and back down. So we're working our shoulders, back of our shoulders, and our lower body from the hips down. Good, just loading that squat a little with that weight that you're holding. Good, into recovery, drop the weight. We're doing this 3 times. Just listen off the legs again, and then we'll do that again. If you're holding a weight, nice way to hold it is so that it's down, you're using the top end of the weight. Good, so you're dropping to the floor. Again, elbows out, just to underneath the chin. Down and up. Good, nice big pull. Keep it close to the body. Good, squeezing the glutes. So we're locking these glutes as we're pulling the weight underneath our chin. We're engaging the core, so we've got that nice tall posture. Weight drops down into the heels as you sink ass to grass. Good. Nice big pull. Good. And into recovery again. And then we'll do that once more. Good, again, just loosen off the hips. Good, okay, so grabbing that weight again, we're going into squat and upright row. Good. All the way down, big pull up underneath the chin and drop to the floor. Good, nice big pull. Drop down. Good, so keeping that tall posture as you sink your weight through your heels. Squeeze and pull. Good, last set. All the way up. Good. Big pull, 10 seconds left. One or two more. Good. And into recovery. Good, drop that weight. So we're into arabesque with a weight, or you can do, is sometimes referred to as a single leg weight, single leg. So either you can keep that foot, one foot in the floor to stabilise. We're going to bend from the hip, keeping the weight close to that leg, and then pull up. Slightly harder is into arabesque. So we're balancing on one leg, all the way down, just under the knee, and back up. So we're really focusing on that hamstring and glute, the leg that's on the floor. We're keeping the leg straight, but the knee's not locked. Good, and then pull up. So all the way down. Feel that tension on the back of the leg, and pull up and squeeze. Nice and controlled. Good, and pull. If you don't feel like you need to increase your weight, good, and into recovery. Swap legs. So this time on the opposite leg, the hand that the foot is on the ground is where the weight should be. So arabesque, you're just stretching up and balancing on that one foot, or just use that other foot for support. Good, let's go again. All the way down. So nice big stretch of that hamstring. Keep the back nice and straight. Stick the hips out. Good, just parallel to the floor and then pull back up. Good, so keep that arm nice and straight with the weight. It's not doing anything, it's just holding and causing more resistance in that hamstring. Good. Remember, if you're struggling with balance, just put that foot down on the ground. All the way down. Good. And pull up and squeeze the glute. And dropping down underneath the knee. Good. And pull. Good. This time, last set, we're going to grab both weights. We're into double leg dumbbell deadlift. So feet are shoulder width apart. We're keeping the weights close to our leg. And we're going to tip from the hip with both weights. Good, so all the way down, keeping that back nice and straight, just below the knee. Feel the tension on the hamstring before you pull up and squeeze the glutes. Nice and low. Down, good, and then pull. Squeeze at the top. Good, so again, feeling both legs, just running down the back of the legs. You'll feel that tension in the hamstrings, working hamstrings and glutes as we go into our straight leg deadlift. Good, nice and low, and pull. Excellent, one more. And up, excellent, good. This time you only need one weight. We're down onto the floor. We're going to go into our glute bridge. So we're going to be working our glutes. We're going to hold the weight above our chest. So we're going to go up and squeeze. We're going to bring the weight down into our chest and into our overhead. So we're working our arms at the same time. Good. So up and lock the glutes. We're doing a press in our chest, tricep extension, pull back and drop the hips. So up and squeeze. Keep the tension on the glutes. Chest press first and then overhead tricep extension. Drop down. Push up and hold. Chest, tricep, and relax the glutes. Good, and again. Up and squeeze, chest, triceps, and drop down. Good, just bring the weight down to the floor. Good, let's do that again. So we're going to go up into our hold. Grab your weight. I'm going to hold the weight at the two ends of the dumbbell this time, so I get a little bit wider in my hands to work my chest rather than more of my tricep. Good, so extending the weight up above the chest, not the head in case you drop it. Good, extend up, squeeze the glutes, chest press, tricep extension, and then drop down. Good, extend up, chest press, tricep extension, good, and then drop down. Big push up and hold, so really squeezing these glutes. So we want to work as many muscle groups as we can. Good, and push up, press, triceps, and then drop. Good, push, chest, and into recovery. Drop the weight down. Good, we're doing that once more. Okay, so from the top, bringing the heels in. This time, if you want, let's go up onto the ball of our foot. So using our calf, we're going to go up onto the ball of foot. We're going to extend into our glute raises up on the ball, chest press, tricep extension all the way back, and then release. Drop the heels. Pushing up on the ball of the foot, chest, and then tricep. Squeeze these glutes, drop down. Good, pushing up, press, tricep, and then drop down. Good, and again, big squeeze, push, triceps, and drop. Good, big push up, chest, and then return. Good, all the way to the floor, well done. Okay, next exercise. We're into our squat and shoulder press to finish this set. We're doing 3, so grab both your weights this time. Good. Okay, weights at your shoulders. We're dropping down into shoulder press. We're then pushing up over the head and returning it back to our shoulders. Make sure you engage that core as you're pushing that weight above the shoulder line. Good. So keeping the hips nice and low to the floor as you go down into your squat. Excellent. Push up, squeeze the glutes, engage the core, into shoulder press. Dropping down through the heels and push. Good. One more into recovery. Good. Drop the weights. Excellent. We're doing this another 2 times. Squat and shoulder press to finish this full block. And then we'll just raise the intensity a little bit. Good. Grab your weights. Excellent. Good. Down into squat. Squeeze and push. Good. So just go at your own pace. Making sure that you're really working on technique. So we're keeping that chest nice and high. And we're using our core as much as we possibly can. So mainly working the legs and the arms in this one. Just make sure you're trying to engage as much of the muscle groups for stability as possible. Good. Well, drop the weight into the heels and then push above the head. Good. Just parallel to the floor, no deeper. And then into recovery. Good. One more set. Good. Shake off the legs. Good. We're going again. Get your weights up into shoulders. Good. Starting with our squat, feet shoulder width apart. Good, let's drop down into squat, all the way down. Squeeze and push. Excellent. So breathe out as you're pushing above your head. Good, all the way down. Breathe out and push. Excellent. So making sure that core's nice and tight. Don't let it start to slacken off. Really use these glutes as well. Squeeze the hips. Good. Last set. Big push. Excellent. 10 seconds left. 2 more. Good. And into recovery. Well done. Good. Drop your weights. Okay, so this next set we're going to be doing is kind of higher intensity. So we're going to do 3 exercises and we're only doing them twice this week. And then we'll move on to our back exercises. So we don't need the weights, just put them to the side. We're going to start with alternate lunge hop. So I'm lying, we're not doing alternate. We're going to stay on the first leg for the first set. So we're down into our lunge. We come forward and we hop and activate the calf. So we're hopping on that one leg the full first rep and then changing when we hear the buzzer to the opposite leg. Okay, so first exercise, we're going into lunge hop. Good, so let's start in a start back position. So pick a leg and we're going to stay on that leg. Use your arms as well to help with momentum. Good, so starting from the top, we're bending down into lunge and then excelling forward into that hop. Good, so use your abdominals for balance. Pick a spot on the floor, just a couple of meters in front. So we're looking for height in that hop at the top. We're looking to activate that calf, putting a little bit of power into these legs as we bounce up off the floor. Good, if that's too hard, take the hop out. Just lunge forward. Good, big push. Remember, we're only doing it one in each leg. Good, last few seconds. Give the legs a wee shake. We're going on that other leg this time. So you should have felt that lactic burn starting to build in that leg. If not, more intensity or longer in the timer. Okay, swap over. This time we're hopping in that opposite leg. Good, so start down, hop up. So making sure you're getting 90 degrees behind both knees as you go down into your lunge. We should be bouncing up from the ball of our foot, heel leaving the ground. Good, remember your options. Take the hop out if you need. Good, big push. Good, keep going, 10 seconds left. Big hop. Good, big push. Last few seconds. Good, into recovery. Okay, this time we're into mountain climbers. So we're down into high plank position. We're going to bring the knees up into the chest. You can bring them out to the side if you want to work your obliques. Just bringing them up forward, working the abdominals. Good, upper plank position, hands underneath shoulders. Nice high knees. Go at your own pace. Can be a little bit faster, can be a little bit slower. Keep the hips parallel to the floor and keep your shoulders above your hands. Good. Start to feel your heart rate elevate a little. Good, nice high knees, keep going. 10 seconds left. Good, last little push. Drop down. Have a little stretch. We're doing that one again. Good, well done. Quite a quick session, quite a quick set. So put everything into this one. Good, okay. Going again into mountain climbers. Into high plank. Good, let's drive the knees up into the chest. Good, hips nice and low. Good. Nice and speedy if you can. Good. Keep going. You're starting to fatigue. Options. Nice and slow. Up and tap. Good. Big push. Good. Last 10 seconds. Keep going. Good. And into recovery. Well done. Okay, back up onto our feet. We're into our jumping jacks with touchdown. Okay, so we're doing 2 sets of these. We're going to go 4 out, touchdown, reset, go. 4 jacks. Nice wide legs as you go into your frog squat. Good. Dropping the hips down to the floor, wide legs. Let's get into these adductors and the inside of the leg. Good, heart rate should be climbing. Good, if it's too much, side step. Nice and wide. Good, reset, let's go again, once more. And we're going to bring it all down. So stick with this. Okay, last set of jumping jacks. With your touchdown. Good, okay, let's go. 4 jacks. And touchdown. Spring up through the ball of your feet. Nice and low, good. Down. Excellent, keep going. Big push. About 10 seconds left. Good. Make sure you're bending the knees, dropping the hips. Good, into recovery. Excellent. Okay. Let's bring it right down. Okay, so we're going to focus on our back and our core. A little bit glutes. Let's go down onto the mat. I'm going to start with Superman. So working the lower back and glutes. Okay, so let's lie flat out across your mat. So the main focus here is getting the chest off the floor. A little bit legs as well. Don't need weight. Rid of them. Okay. So we're doing 3 sets. 3 sets of 4 to finish. Hands by your sides. Good. You're going to lift the feet and the chest up off the floor. You're going to push out and extend. Good. Hold. Pull back. And then drop down onto the floor. So as you lift and squeeze the glutes, as you extend the arms, you're going to feel that in your lower back, around here, and your glutes. Drop down. Good, all the way up. So you're looking to get as high as you can. Everybody's flexibility and mobility is slightly different. There shouldn't be much curve in your lower back, but enough to get that chest up off the floor. Good, and relax. Okay, sit back, give the back a little stretch. We're going again, back onto your chest. Hands at your side. We're going to lift and push out as high as you can. Okay, so up off the floor. Extending out. Good. Pulling back. You can either drop this time or stay up. Good. Nice and controlled. Extending out. Pushing through the fingertips and toes. And then pulling back. Good. Stay high or drop down. Extend out. Good. And then pulling back. Try and get that little lift as you pull back. Excellent. 10 seconds. So it should be controlled. There should be no jarring in that lower back. Good. All the way. And extend down. Good. Stretch it out. Do that once more. Good, back onto your chest. So lifting the chest, focusing on that lift of the chest. Try and get the quads off the floor as well. Legs as high as you can too for glutes. Good, nice controlled lift. Extending all the way out, pulling back and dropping down. If you're feeling in that on your neck, make sure you're not lifting your head and looking forward. Look down at the mat. Extend out. Hold. Good. Pulling back. Dropping down. If you don't feel this, you could have a band, a long TheraBand in your hands. Just adding a little bit of resistance into your upper body by pulling it away from each other. Good. Big pull up. Extending out. Stretch and recovery. Good. Sit back. Have a little stretch. Okay. Into 2-point plank or bird dog. So you've got the option to be in high plank, and you're going to extend opposite arm and leg out and hold. If your balance is rubbish, if it's too much, stay on your knees. Good. So really stretching through the fingertips and the heel. Hold at the top, back down into box position, and extend and push. So we're keeping that leg as straight as we can, and we're lifting the heel and pushing the heel away. We should feel that right down the leg into the lower back. Good, nice and controlled. Excellent. So lifting from the hip. You want to feel that in your glutes. Good. Excellent. Sit back and stretch. We're going again. Try and opt for that harder option to start with, and then go into the easier option. So if you can, in full plank position, make sure your feet are about shoulder width, the same as your hands for balance. And it's your opposite arm and leg that you're stretching out. Good. So really test your balance and coordination. Good. As you see, my name's so good this morning, a little bit tired. So pushing out, extending through the heel and fingertips. We want to have that pause at the top. Good. Nice big extension. Drop down. If you're not feeling that, lift the leg a little bit higher up and drive through the heel. Should be feeling that in the lower back and glutes. Use your core for balance. Good. Sit back. Last time. Good. Back into box position or your high plank. However you want to do this balance lower back stretch. It's dynamic. So just keep that flow going. Good. Nice big stretch. Last time. Stretch and lift. Good. All the way up. Stretching the shoulder blade. Pushing through the fingertips as well. Good. That is part of the back. All the way out. Good. Just try and lengthen and stretch forwards. This is quite good for swimming. It's generally what we do if we're not from a swimming background, to have a shorter entry into our catch. So we want to extend the arm out as well as working the leg and lower back. Good. Nice big stretch into recovery. Good. Okay. We're into reverse flutter kicks. Lying flat out. So the upper body is really silent in this one. Just have the hands resting at the side. We're going to extend through our legs, and we're going to flutter our legs. So we're trying to keep our legs as straight as possible, and we're just bringing alternate leg up off the floor, and you really feel that in your back and your glutes. A little bit in your legs through the extension in your toes, so just push that down. Plantar flex, point them as much as you can towards the opposite wall, and keeping the legs nice and straight. You'll start to feel that in the hips. Good. Keep fluttering. Good. Last few seconds. and relax. Good. Sit back. Give that lower back a little stretch again. Excellent. Okay, we're doing that one again. So extending out. Cross the floor. Relax upper body. Point the toes. Good. Keeping the legs nice and straight. Keep the head down, facing the mat. Good. Try not to bend the knees. It's from the hips. We're getting that movement. Good. So you'll feel that lower back, glutes and hamstrings. Good. Keep fluttering. Trying to get the quads, the front of the legs up off the mat. Good. Tiny wee flutters. Good. Keep going. 10 seconds. Good. Big push. Excellent. Good. And relax. Good. Into recovery. Have a little stretch. Stretch off the back. Good. Last set of these. Really feeling them now in the glutes and the hamstrings and the lower back. Good. Relax the chest and arms. Point the toes into your flutters. Good. Keeping the legs as straight as you can. Keep the tension on the legs. Really stretching them as long as you can. Good. Tiny wee flutters at the bottom. Not too high, high enough that you feel your glutes and lower back. Good. Good. Keep going. Tiny, tiny wee kicks. Almost there. You've only got 10 seconds left. Good. Last little push. Keep lifting the quads up. Good. Into recovery. Excellent. Stretch it out. Okay, we're going to finish with a static hold this morning before we go into our stretches. We're going to go into reverse plank. We'll show you two options. On your heels, pushing up into straight plank position, or in your box position. You're going to push up with your heels directly underneath your knees, hands directly underneath shoulders, into that flat tabletop position, and lock the glutes. Good. If you're in your plank position, it's a straight line from your heels to your shoulders. So you're really squeezing these glutes. Your feet are shoulder width apart, and you're locking the glutes in. Good. So nice big deep breaths. Excellent. Good. Last few seconds. Good. Relax down. Just take the pressure off the arms in between each set. Good. We're back up. So hands back down. Underneath shoulder. We're going to push up into high plank position through our heels or our feet. Good. Drive it high. Excellent. So we don't want to be holding our breath. We need to be breathing. Nice big deep breaths. In and out. Squeezing the glutes. You start to feel that in your arms. You should be feeling it. Running up your calves, into your hamstrings, into your glutes, into your lower back. Squeeze the glutes. Try not to let the hips fall. We're driving them high. Good. You've got about 10 seconds left. Good. Last little hold. Good. Drop down into recovery. Take the pressure off the arms. Give them a wee shake. Release your back. We're going to do that once more. So hands back underneath your shoulders. Feet shoulder width or hip width apart. And we're driving up into that straight line. Good. So if you can start with a harder option, remember your slightly easier option, but you're still engaging the same muscle groups. You're taking it off the calves. You're still working the glutes and the hamstrings and the lower back. Good. Drive the hips up. Nice big deep breaths. Good. 20 seconds. Excellent. Squeezing the glutes. Good. 10 seconds left. Keep going. Good. Big push. Excellent. Drop down into recovery. Well done. Okay, let's go into our cool down. So just stretching out across the floor. Good, let's stretch out through our heels and our fingertips, above our head. Good, nice big deep breaths. Well done. Good, let's just bring our right leg slowly up, bend the knee into the chest, and give a little pull towards the chest, just giving that glute a little gentle stretch. Okay, let's deepen that stretch and stretch our back. So the leg that's bent, you're just going to rotate round to the opposite side. Bring the knee to the floor and then twist at the core and look to the opposite side. You'll feel that stretch in your back and your glute. Good, that other leg is straight across the floor. Try not to bend the knee. Good. If you can, just bring the knee slightly farther up into the chest and push down with your hand and deepen that stretch. You'll feel it running down your glute into your lower back. Excellent. Rotating back round onto your back. We're going to extend that leg this time up into there. Bring the other leg in and cross over. Good. So we're just stretching that hamstring and that opposite glute at the same time. Good. So just pulling gently in behind the hamstring with your hands. Drop your toe down towards your head and you'll feel that in your calf as well. A little stretch. Excellent. Okay, dropping both legs to the floor. Stretch out. Straight across the floor again, through the heels, through the fingertips. Good, we're going to go to the opposite side. So bring the left leg up into the chest. Gently pull in towards the chest. A little light stretch of that glute before you're rotating over to the other side. So bring that knee all the way around and rotate the chest to the opposite side. You'll feel that twist and stretch running right down the back into the glute. Again, nice big deep breath. Just drawing that knee a little bit higher if you can. Try and relax the lower body. Try and take all the tension out with nice big deep breaths. Good. Rolling onto your back. Again, we're going to extend that bent knee all the way up. Bring the opposite leg round and forward. And just give that hamstring and calf a little stretch. Bring the toe, point the toe down to the head rather than pointing it to the ceiling. Just give that calf a little stretch and gently pull the leg in to deepen that stretch, running down your glute into your IT band, running down the outside of your legs. Good. Excellent. Okay, let's slowly get up. Onto our feet. Just give we've stretched our hamstrings. Let's just do our quads. So grab one foot, knees together, push the hips forward, and feel that stretch running down the front of the leg. Good. Gently hold. Good. And push the hips forward. Deepen that stretch. Squeeze the glutes. Nice big deep breaths. Excellent. Opposite side. Again, bring the knees together, push the hips forward. Good. Feel that stretch running down the front of the leg. Excellent. Good. Little stretch of the shoulders, bringing that arm forward, all the way round. Drop the shoulders and twist the head in the opposite direction. Good. Keep pushing the shoulders down. Nice big deep breaths. Good. Wee shoulder roll, swap arms all the way around. Good. Good job. Well done. Give the shoulders a wee roll and that's you finish for the day. Good. Excellent. See you next week.